Hello everyone, this is Jen and I'm here for our last Traveler's Notebook collaboration with Tell 'em Thank You. I have thoroughly enjoyed it and I'm giving my update today. I apologize for being late on my video. My family and I went to the beach this weekend and we just got back today, so I'm shooting this video a little late, but I'm here, so I'm going to get right down to it. So, in the beginning, I have put a list. I had a laundry list of things I wanted to do in my traveler's notebook. And so I had wrote how I was getting the passport size, and in reality, I was actually ordering the personal size. So I received the booklets. I never received the cover for it, so I'm kind of over it. So I had to move forward with that. So I didn't get to do watercolors. I didn't get to do stencils. I did use pencils and pens and some die cuts and washi tape. So, and then these were the dates. So I had, like I said, a laundry list of stuff that I want to do in my traveler's notebook, but that is going out the window. So I will explain how my process went with the ones that I did use. So this was one I used in the beginning, and I kind of used it for like a 2-month, like I guess kind of a 2-month type calendar, and I never put any appointments in there because I didn't have any appointments. I didn't get to finish my food menus and see, so that kind of went out the door. I didn't have a to-do menu. I did check off some YouTube scheduling, so that's how that went with that. And I actually, for my budgeting, I went to a new system. So actually, while I was doing the collaboration, I did get a few things in. So I am using this system for my budget. So I bought this through Michael's for $3.99. They were clearancing them out. So I just have these little inserts that I use. I have a budget booklet. Let me go grab it. So this is actually what I'm using as far as my budget. So I found this to be helpful. This was like a $2.99, $2.39 booklet that I got through michaelsonline.com. I like the spending tracker, and I like the more detailed monthly budget savings. So I've been using that in here. So as far as budgeting, I went to that route. I'm probably going to continue with my menu planning. Things just kind of went out the door because it's been busy and it's summertime. So I probably do that more in the fall. Let's see. As far as appointment scheduling and all that stuff, I purchased a planner through Recollections. So I needed something to be more reliable, so something bigger. So I got this, and then since I homeschool, I need this kind of space versus a little booklet. So as far as that went out the door with that, but I'm happy to have my planner because it's nice and big, and it sounds chaotic. Yes, I have several different books, but like I said, I'll explain the pros and cons at the end about the Traveler's Notebook, what I like and what was a little bit of a challenge for me. As far as scriptures and devotions, I have two separate booklets I'm using. I have to say I do like these personal size traveler's notebooks for, like I said before, for kind of some personal journaling, for jotting down movies and books. And it's also encouraged me to also, when I am reading a book, I am also taking my notes. So yes, I have really enjoyed that. So right now I am reading The Three Battlegrounds by Francis Frangipane. I read part of it before, so I'm continuing it. So I've actually been jotting down notes inside of my little personal size notebook, which I like that. And I also have a notebook for sermons. I had this before I moved, So now I've gotten it back. So now I can do my sermon notes and things like that. So I kind of can decorate that and go with that with this. So yes, once again, I have several different books, but I have to find something that will fit the size that I need. So as far as my, oh, and then I did do this one, which was good, my little stamp sample. So I would like to do maybe a few more of those. So I have another one. So I probably continue in this booklet and we'll see how it goes since I stapled it. I haven't done anything in there yet for my DIY one. As far as this one, okay, so you see how chunky this is, right? This is the original size. I tore out pages and everything, and this is what it originally was. So you see this? I like this for documenting. I am so happy, like I continue to document some more in the back. See, this is when I went to a cafe or a bar. They call them bars. A coffee bar. So I need to write some notes. But I did add some more pictures. Let's see. Like I said, it is really chunky. And then this was across the street from the bar. That is such a cool picture. I really like that picture. So that was across the street from there in Catania. And so I just kind of documented a few things. See, and I accidentally tore my border. So I had to tape that, but this was on the bus going to downtown. They had like a little fair thing right there across from the water. So yeah, so I actually like this for journaling and documenting, but I am really, I'm glad I did this for my Italy journey in the beginning, but this is not big enough like size for me to really do what I want to do as far as pictures and really getting bulky. So the next time I use one of these, hint, hint, will be when I go here. So I just plan, well, I'll discuss that at the end. So that, and I actually did purchase a standard size TN cover. This is just a freckle fawn one. I've never had one. I finally got my hands on one. So if I'm gonna have one, I'll just have a standard one. I honestly don't know what I'm gonna do with it. I don't have any inserts right now. So yeah, so we'll see what happens with that. So now I'm going to go to the pros and the cons. As far as scrapbooking, and you know, it's funny, in the beginning I said why I like this idea better than a traditional planner. Well, scratch that. I just don't have enough space, so I have to go back to a traditional planner, especially homeschooling and having to document my children's homework and all that stuff, so I have to go back. And I actually honestly like this recollections planner because it's big, so scratch that. See, things change when you start going into the process and all that stuff. So a lot of this I will be doing in my planner. And so these are my opinions in the beginning. I thought it'd be easier to personalize. Traditional planners are pre-created. There's no room. Versus the creative planner, I'll be able to create. I know we're not talking about planners, but I just wanted to show what I did create. So there is room to create in this planner. So I am excited about that. And so for my life, I need more than one little insert or several different inserts for planning and all that stuff. But I have seen some wonderful planning systems and all that in the 10. But for me, homeschooling, it just didn't work. I put sometimes there's just not enough space to write everything you need to write in. Well, that's why I have to have several different mechanisms of writing. So let's see. Okay, so what I want to say as far as the pros and cons, for me, the pro for this right here was I was able to document my first few, at least 3 months of being in Italy. So I like that being all in one book. So what I'm gonna have to do though is go back and it's a perfect place to journal. But what I would have done differently, which I'm gonna do in here, I will use more washi tape and more stamping because of the bulk. I will not use like cardstock and all that stuff. I will save that for scrapbooking. So there's a pro to this as far as journaling. The con is just don't make it bulky because there's just not enough space. This is pretty much to journal and maybe do some stamping. Um, the pro as far as this is, I like. Okay, honestly, I think I have too many pictures and videos on my phone. It keeps going out on me. So if it's a little choppy, it's because it keeps going out on me. But anyway, so the pro of this is good for me personalizing my own personal journey as far as travelers' notebooks and inserts, as far as for family and for faith to write notes and stuff. Um, the planner is good because there's more space for me to document from family. And my other little notebook that I have, I can write more sermon notes. I don't have to keep having like a bunch of different inserts. I can have all my set notes in one booklet, just like this, which I do like this. I can put all my notes here for a book or two books and then put to side. I like this for my personal documentation as far as like movies and things like that. I usually don't jot down those type of things for myself. So that's something I'm really excited about. So then I can look back and see what books I've read, what movies I've watched, and see what I need to catch up on. I do like the stamp sample, so I will be doing that again, and even to practice coloring. So yes, there are so many ways to use the traveler's notebooks. It's just finding what works for you and what size. I mean, yeah, there's so many different sizes. It's going to be interesting to see how to use this standard one because I actually have no idea how I'm going to use it yet, but it may be more for personalizing and journaling as well. Maybe my daily thoughts and just my daily just journaling about myself and how I'm growing even in God. So I like that as far as using the traveler's notebook. And I like using the traveler's notebook as far as travels and like, you know, if you're going somewhere for like a week or two, just to jot down your notes, and then you can go back in your through the pictures, and you can actually have your notes jot down. So that is my pros and my cons. Hopefully, I'm clear about that. Things have changed a lot. Oh, I forgot to say as well, if anybody knows where I can get coffee washi tape or food washi tape, I would love to get some coffee and food washi tape because it would have been nice to maybe put some washi tape across here, especially now that I'm going to be using more washi tape for my traveler's notebooks. I would love to hear about that. So thank you so much, Tina, for this opportunity. I hope you got some inspiration on how you can possibly choose how to use your traveler's notebooks or even any other resources the way that you need to use them. And there's nothing wrong with having 3 or 4 traveler's notebooks. I mean, it could be for so many different purposes. So that's what I like about the traveler's notebook. It's just a never ending journey that you can just put yourself into and just go back and enjoy. So I have enjoyed working with the ladies that I've worked with, and thank you so much for watching. And I hope you have a blessed week and a blessed summer as well. Take care. Bye.